Well, today the battle in the car category also hotted up, but we lost one of our front runners. He took a well-deserved podium position on the Central Europe Rally, the first event in the Dakar series. But today we bid goodbye to Dieter Depping. This crash in his Race Touareg 2 put him out of the event and into hospital. He ran wide on a corner, hitting a tree, and although it looked fairly undamaging, the car, it seemed, would go no further. Depping himself did not escape unscathed, taken complaining of back pains to a local hospital for further examination. But Volkswagen have lost one of their three-pronged attack on a day where the stage seemed to suit the car. We saw in front of us the corner. We carried a little bit too much speed into it, and unfortunately it looked quick, but it was quite tight and very slippery on the surface, so I had no chance really. We went out wide. I avoided the first tree but hit another one. There are trees everywhere, and now it's over. The car's broken, so we're just going to have to see what we can do. And the answer is watch as the rest of the field passed through, stepping out of the event. And he could only stand and watch like everybody else as Carlos Sainz handed down a masterclass today. El Matador started the day tied for the lead with Luke Alphonse Mitsubishi, but all his rivals declared him simply uncatchable. The former World Rally champion clearly relished throwing his Touareg around, winning both stages to open up a 2-minute lead. Guerlain Chicherit was second and third today. The Frenchman clearly going well in his BMW, second only to Sainz in the morning, and he started the day in 11th, moving up into 8th place. Battle, he's just 30 seconds away from being inside the top 8. After disappointment on day one hampered his initial charge, it looks as though Chicherit's BMW is right back on form. This morning I really wanted to win the stage, and I almost made it, but unfortunately made a mistake in a corner, didn't turn quite enough. It was pretty narrow, and the car slid wide, the back of it hit a couple of trees. The real problem though was the engine stopped, and took a moment or two to get it restarted, so we lost some time, and with it maybe also went that lead and win on the stage. Well, as for Stefan Peter-Hansel, best of the Mitsubishis today, 3rd and 5th on the 2 stages. Yesterday he was the stage winner. Maybe today the Pajero beginning to show its age. Maybe it was just being first on the road that wasn't helping. But whatever, it was a hard day. We also had a crash on the stage, he said, just carrying too much speed into the corner. We hit one of the trees, and I'm afraid that our rally was really over. But in fact, after a few kilometers, the water temperature was okay, so we were able to carry on. Well, he now lies up in 2nd place, 2 minutes 21 behind leader Carlos Sainz. There's been changes all over the leaderboard. This is Janil de Villiers, 4th on both of today's stages after a disappointing second day, dropped him to 6th. The South African charging back into contention. 4th after the first, he moved up to 3rd place after the second stage. And that's despite the attack of this man, Nasser Al-Attiyah. He was 5th and then 2nd on the stages, absolutely flying in the BMW. He was just 1 minute 26 seconds slower than Carlos Sainz in 5th place on stage 1, giving away just 39 seconds on stage 2.
Not easy stage, and very, very narrow, but after 3 or 4 kilometers we see Depping. He have a crash, I think, overall. But we left a little bit, because I was thinking,
Luke Alphonse was 6th fastest on both of today's stages. He started the day tied for the lead with Carlos Sainz and just 2 seconds ahead of 3rd place. He ended the day also tied with a Volkswagen, this time with Janil de Villiers in 3rd overall. The rally's far from over, but Alphonse really can't afford to lose time like that again. Alphonse's Mitsubishi teammate Juan Roma was only 7th quickest on today's stages. Last night Nani was in 5th. Today he's still in 5th, but he's struggled to find a good rhythm on the stage, and there's no longer 41 seconds behind the leader. Carlos Sainz is now 4 minutes and 50 seconds in front. It hasn't been a great day in the office if you happen to be wearing red. Unless, of course, you were driving a red BMW, like Portuguese driver Felipe Campos. He was again the top Portuguese, but unlike his compatriots in the bike class, he just can't match the front-running pace. However, he moved up from 8th to 7th after Depping's retirement. Well, Orlando Terranova's BMW was also going well, 9th on both of today's stages, although after a disappointing start to the rally, he's still just 30th overall. So Carlos Sainz dominating proceedings, opening up a big margin at the top of the leaderboard. Guerlain Chicherit, the only man really able to hold a candle term over the two tests. And Sainz, tied for the lead last night, is now in sole command of this event. Stefan Peter-Hansel, 2 minutes 21 behind, is his closest rival. So we're past the midpoint into stage 5 of 6. It's the longest day of the rally tomorrow. Competitors head south from Lisbon and tackle a 160-kilometre special that was used in the 2007 Dakar before ending the day at Portimao on the Algarve. And you can catch up with all the action tomorrow night. We'll see you then.